What is going on, Orlando Magic fans? Welcome to the six-man show Postgame Live, brought to you by Thrivent. The Orlando Magic start off March with a loss to the number one seed in the Eastern Conference, the Detroit Pistons. We are going to discuss that fine game that we just watched and kind of get into the nitty-gritty of how that game went. First, I want to give a huge shout out to our show sponsor, Marc.Abraham. Guys, if you do not know by now, 57 something games into the season, Marc is a financial advisor with Thrivent, and he's also a diehard Magic fan, and he sits with his family in section 118. Guys, Marc specializes in financial planning, retirement planning, saving, budgeting, debt elimination, and so much more when it comes to the financial services. If you're looking to be wise with your money, if you guys are looking for any of those options, I know we are getting into the third month of the year here. Reach out to Marc. 407-366-4364, or check out his website or hit him up in an email. All that stuff is in the description below. Big shout out to Marc. Big shout out to the Abrahams, and thank you, Thrivent, for sponsoring the post game live. Guys, I'm gonna give you a quick couple thoughts, because when I host the post game live here, I like to hear from you guys. I like to go in. I like to bask in the negativity, bask in the positivity. Just a quick couple thoughts. The Magic recently have been looking a little bit better. They have reeled me back in personally, and so I had some high hopes coming out of this game tonight. And the Magic in the first half, they had a lead. They had to lead the whole first half, and of course, Detroit. It was going to be a battle. And then the second half happened, and all of that went out the door. I don't know if you guys remember a long time ago, in a land beyond, where the Magic used to be a feisty team. They used to be dogs. They used to be agitators. They used to be very similar to this Detroit Pistons team. In fact, we used to go pound for pound with this Detroit Pistons team. We got in fights with them. We got in altercations with them. And the Magic just haven't shown that all year. What happened to that Magic team? It's just not the same team, not the same vibes. I'm watching our best player out on the court struggle, taking it to the rim against smaller opponents, struggling with turnovers, no movement still. People can't hit shots. We got guys that we trade for to come in and hit threes, not getting the three-point attempts that they should be getting. I don't know, man. It's just been, again, you guys know the feeling, a frustrating season all year round. And especially, like I said, the Magic have been hot recently. And to have a game like this is just a letdown. You're there. You're right on the cusp. You feel like they're making a push here to finish off the season, and you got to win games like this. And that would have been a big win if we could have take out the number one seed in the East. Tobias Harris cooked us. Revenge game for Tobias Harris, which I don't know. David Steele kept saying on the broadcast that he was torching his former team. That was like 10-something years ago. And shout out to all you guys who were around during the Tobias Harris era Orlando Magic. Fun time. Yeah, different feels than this for sure. But yeah. Anyways, I want to get over to you guys. I want to hang out, talk a little bit with you, get your opinions on the state of the Magic, get your opinions on the game. And yeah, we're going to hang out. So we got a couple super chats coming in real quick. So we're going to go through those. Guys, if you want to get active, YouTube chat is the spot to be. Go ahead, show some love in there, show some support. Also, we are simulcasted on X for all of you who are new to this. This is something that the six-man show we do after every single Orlando Magic loss, Orlando Magic win. Yeah. I haven't come across a tie yet. I can't wait for the day that ever happens. Anyways, we got super chat number one coming in from Buffalo Sean. He says, hung in there for a good while with the best team in the conference, but these third quarters seem to have been killing us lately. What's the problem? I don't know. I don't know if halftime comes and Mosley's in there just twiddling his thumbs. I don't know if the players aren't listening. I don't know what's being done. But yeah, time and time again, the Magic fall and come out short and flat third quarter. Third quarter magic has always been a thing with us. We've always struggled third quarters for the beginning of time, is what I can remember. And it happened again tonight. And then, of course, no momentum going into the game. And the guys just can't get shots to fall. I think that takes us out and they get dejected from games. That's just how I see it. Again, happened tonight against Detroit, and you just can't let that happen, especially against a team that hit, was it 1 3-point shot in the first half, where they were 1 of 18, I believe, from 3-point, and I think they finished with maybe 4 or 5 at the end of the game. You got to win that game. You got to win this type of game. And they didn't have Isaiah Stewart. And of course, we did not have Anthony Black, which who knows, the game could have been different with AB, who has been in a bit of a slump lately since coming back from All-Star break. So who knows? You know, you got to just go out there with the guys you have. The Magic should have taken care of business tonight and pulled out the win here at home. Just did not happen. eCraft says, knew this was over when down 4 with 8 minutes to go, and our out of timeout play was for Jet, who hasn't hit a 3 since 219. P5, 9 turnovers. 25, come on. Wow. He ended with 9 turnovers. He almost had a triple-double tonight, you guys. Almost a triple-double from P5. Yeah, turnovers continue to be an issue with Paulo, continue to be an issue with the team overall. Also, one thing I want to say is Wendell, what happened since October, man? Wendell, it feels like every time he's out on the court, the Magic are playing 4-on-5. There needs to be more production coming from the center spot. There's been a huge fall off of a cliff since October with Wendell. Don't know what's happening, but it's bad. It's bad. Mr. TV says, soft, indecisive play plus lazy ref whistle. I just wish we mounted a better defense of the paint. I can't wait till this team has a true mentality shift. A mentality shift needs to happen. We had a mentality the last 2 seasons, even fighting through all the injuries that we've had. This season, I don't know where it went. It's gone. I don't know what's the vibe with this team, but there's nothing there. There's no mentality, no defensive mentality that we've known the Orlando Magic to be. Hasn't been there. And it's sad to see, because I feel like Detroit was behind us. They were a little bit behind us in time frame and development frame, and now they've become us and surpassed us. We were that feisty team that no one wanted to play. We'd always bring it every single night. Teams are always going to be locked up on defense, and Detroit has that feistiness now. They want to fight everybody. They're going to play physical, and the Magic lost it. And I wish we can go back to that time where they had it. Yeah, just something needs to change, and we'll get into some other chats, because I've already seen them coming in of what your guys' opinion of some certain people who make certain decisions is. We'll kind of discuss that later. It hasn't been a fun time. We all can agree on that. But we're gonna go to our next super chat. Florida Man says, move the goalpost. Next 10 years of this franchise depends on how Wetland handles this summer. Trade Suggs, sit Franz till we have a new coach. Cooked. Well, Jeff might not be making the decisions coming this summer. His contract is set to end. So that could be a big change, and it could be a big change with the coaching staff as well. Now, where I'm at personally, for you guys to know, I think before any type of blow up of the team needs to happen, yes, there are some small changes that I do think need to be made. There needs to be some additional 3-point shooting. A center change needs to be made. But I think first and foremost, a coaching change needs to be made. And then that's when we start talking about, do these guys fit with each other? Do Paulo and Franz belong to play? Can they play with each other? That's when I think we start having that conversation, because this roster gets expensive ASAP. And when you have a roster that's worth that much money, you need to be winning games. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't know to talk about it. But yeah, cooked is the right word. Jalen Lawson says, another game we were coached out of. Compare the film of the first and second half. Mose, you got to be better. Give us easy shots. Easy shots are not easy to come by here in Orlando. We don't do easy shots here in Orlando. It's funny to watch Mose get out coached by one of his friends, JB Bickerstaff, and it makes you think too, like, if you would have brought JB Bickerstaff here in Orlando, what could that have done with the team? Because again, I think Mose did a phenomenal job developing the young talent, instilling certain certain beliefs and certain dynamics with these players. But I think that that is just run its course, and it's time for a change on that end. But yeah, outcoached again. That seems to be a common trend as of lately, especially last game against Houston. Not a great game, that one, and then this is the bounce back, especially at home. It sucks to see the Magic fall short again, but yeah, we're gonna get into some regular chats from you guys. Appreciate all of you with showing some support and some love with the super chats, guys. Thank you so much for all being here. We're gonna get through this together. We are going to get through this together. I'm gonna scroll through here. You guys are using some profane words that I can't share here on the stream. Um, Blake W says one side of the court got calls today. You know, I personally, I'm not a big fan of complaining about refs. I just think that we get the bottom of the barrel when it comes to refs. So we're always going to get bad calls against us. I think you just got to play the game and play through that. Now, of course, I think Detroit has the spotlight right now with the NBA, young up and coming team. So of course they're going to get a little bit more calls than you expect. But yeah, no, just I don't know. I don't like complaining about refs because they're not going to be great against us. Oh, this is interesting. This is interesting. GI Mikey says we need Cole back just for the vibe in the locker room. Um, for the vibe in the locker room, absolutely. We know the vibes Cole brings. It's kind of sad to see what's happening with him right now. Hopefully he can figure things out and get signed and picked up. I just think we're past that point in time for Cole to be on the team. And now don't get me wrong, big Cole supporter, love him. We all do, but I just think that time has has come. That yeah, we don't need to worry about that no more. Um, Reggie Silver says, I just don't get why we can't perform in the third quarter. Yeah, I don't know. It's just been a Magic thing since as far as I can remember. Magic struggle coming out of the half and cannot get shots to fall. Just come out looking slow, like they have no interest. And that's what got Detroit back in the game real quick, real quick. They took the lead coming out of the half into the third. And then from there, kind of just carried it the rest of the way. Let's go to making sure there's no okay. Edison says defenses leave certain guys open for a reason. That's scouting, not disrespect. Bane, yes, let it fly. Everyone else, read the defense. If you're wide open by design, ask yourself why. Yeah, no, Magic just can't shoot. This team is known to not be a good shooting team. I think all season we've been saying that we want to see Desmond Bane take more threes. We want to see Desmond Bane shoot the lights out of the ball. Now, mind you, last game he was on fire. I feel like he couldn't miss a shot at all. If you put money on Desmond Bane to hit a three, it was going in and you were making money. But I don't know. Didn't see it tonight. I feel like I watched 8 minutes of gameplay of Desmond Bane not even touching the ball when he was out on the court. You just can't have that. You can't have that. And for some reason, he just drives to the rim and gets swatted, or he hits some crazy three. That's just the Desmond Bane way. But TDS was hitting some threes tonight, and Desmond was hitting some threes here and there. But yeah, just not a good shooting team. We're not a good shooting team, but we gotta have other reasons, a way to win. So our defense has always kept us in games, and that's just gone. So, and of course, when your defense isn't looking great and you can't hit shots, you're not going to be a good team. It's simple as that. It's simple as that. All right. Mikey says Bronny and Thanasis are still in the league. Locker room presence is important. LOL. Cole is the spirit of the team. Yeah, a little bit of nepotism there. With Thanasis and Bronny. When your dad's, the potential GOAT of the NBA, not my GOAT, but the GOAT of the NBA. A little bit of nepotism there with Bronny. And as far as Thanasis goes, yeah, man, that's just a meme in itself right there. But yeah, we need a locker room guy. You know what? I feel like since we lost Joe Ingles, this team has not looked the same. Thinking about it now, like putting it into hindsight, Joe Ingles was the X factor of this team. Ever since Joe Ingles went to Minnesota, this team has not looked the same. I think it's missing a vet leader like that. Some guy. I think Joe Ingles had a way of just getting guys agitated, being the old man in the locker room, the voice in the locker room, and we're missing that. We're still a relatively young team. Who's our oldest guy on the team is what? Is Javon Carter? Am I doing that correctly? Is it Javon Carter? And he just got picked up. So yeah, we're missing that presence, that voice, the old vet in the locker room. I wanted us to pick up CP3 for that, but unfortunately, Magic thought otherwise, and my man said it's time to retire. So yeah, I think that's missing. But Viral P baby says we need another all-star break. No, we need the season to end. That's what we need. I'm over it, man. I'm this season's been rough, y'all. I feel like I've aged 30 years in one season. This has not been a fun season at all. I've been calling for this season to end for the last 2 months now. There was probably about a week and a half span where I kind of just box score watched Magic games going into the All Star break, and yeah, I started watching the last couple games because I see that we've been doing a little bit better, playing a little bit better coming out of All Star break. But I'm just ready for it to end. To be honest with y'all, it's been a rough year. I think it needs a fresh start, get everybody healthy, make some moves, get some new decision, new voice in the locker room, and we're good to go. I think that's the big change that needs to happen. Ooh, Blake W says if we had Bickerstaff, we would be the 1 seed. I mean, hey, look, he's the 1 seed now, and Cleveland was good with him. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know, man. Well, that's something that we're gonna have to all wait for the offseason. I know you guys are saying it. We've been saying it for a long time, what we want to happen, the change that needs to be made. But that's something that will happen in the offseason if it happens in the offseason. I can't even say will because I have no faith in anything happening. Okay. Cutie says losing to Tobias is like swapping wives and hearing her scream from the bedroom on the other side of the house. That's great. Yeah, yeah. Funny how players like to leave the Orlando Magic and turn into pretty good NBA players. Uh, Man, bad times, bad times. Tobias, Oladipo. I'm getting flashbacks, getting PTSD right now, you guys. Which that was to me, it was funner times because the Magic were bad and we knew they were going to be bad. And when they overachieved, we were excited. Expectations kill everything, you guys. Expectations kill everything. You guys are crazy. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay. I'm Junior says it sucks when you see all of these teams leapfrogged us and having so much success this season. Heck, even the Hornets are better. It just hurts to see us regress. Yeah, big time. Big time hurts to see us regress, especially with all the expectation that national media had on us this year, that we had for the Magic this year. And it's just been one cumulative letdown on all parts. And of course, with that, you start seeing these articles talking about how certain players aren't star players. You see the talk, you see the slander on the interwebs, and it sucks. It's part of it. It's part of the process. I think this has just been the year of heck for us. I know last year was a year of heck, so back-to-back years of heck for us. Um, Coach Fumetta says Memphis has our pick, right? Oh, it's a curse word that I shouldn't have shown. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna get that off of here. Yeah, the pick situation this year is interesting. We have our pick for next year. Uh, it's a swap, I think, with this. I don't know. I just expect us not to have a pick. I don't think we have a pick this year. It's swapped with Phoenix and Memphis. Something to do with the better of the two. Something along those lines. Just expect not to draft anybody this year unless we make a trade. I miss Franz. I do. I miss Franz. I miss Franz Boogie. Of course, Magic, we're down tonight. AB, Franz, who may be out potentially for the rest of the season. Hopefully not, fingers crossed. Missing two big key guys, but you just expect a little bit more coming from the guys that are out there. Like I said, 4-on-5 tonight is what it seemed like. Uh, I'm gonna. Florida man says Suggs ain't it, bro. Don't care about the defense. Too immature. Something I haven't addressed. Jalen Suggs. Bald Jalen Suggs. All right. You guys have to give him a little bit of time to make the adjustment. All right. That's a big change. Okay. He's a little bit more aerodynamic without any hair. So he has to get adjusted without the hair. Okay. You got to give it some time. The long awaited bald look has arrived for Jalen Suggs. Now, it wasn't a great performance from him tonight, but I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. We know when MJ went bald, what happened. Now, could it happen with us? Could it happen with us? Man, you guys are being really negative tonight. Okay. Okay. Normally, I feed into this. Coach says Denver fired both GM and coach last season, 2 weeks before the playoffs. No need to wait until off season. Give the new coach a chance to start working early. Um, it's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen with this front office. The coach is not a coaching change is not going to happen with this team. That reality died months ago. We always prolong things. We always wait till the last minute possible, maybe even too long. That's what this front office has always been about. Sometimes it's a hindrance, sometimes it hurts us, but that change is not going to be made. It's just not the way this front office operates, you guys. So I can't talk about that anymore. Yeah, I'm upset. I'm not happy with the decisions that are being made right now. But that's something that we'll just have to wait for the offseason. And there could be some major changes this offseason. And it couldn't just be a coach change. It could be a president of basketball operations change. Like, who knows? There could be a big change if this team really doesn't live up to any expectation come playoff time. If it's a play-in bounce, if it's a blowout in the first round bounce, sweep bounce, who knows what's going to happen to this team? There could be some major moves. That's when panic trades start happening. I I don't know. It's grim. It's looking grim, you guys. It's looking grim. They might get, yeah, exactly. Joe says they might get bounced in the plane. It could be likely. It really could be likely. Um, I'm not. I don't have any positivity towards it. I don't have any hope towards it. Kind of just gotta wait to see how this plays out. If we get Franz back, maybe we can start talking about things a little bit differently. Um, just not fun. Hasn't been fun. I need some positivity, you guys. All right. I need a little positivity in here. Like, is there any positive takeaways you guys took from the game tonight? No Jet. I mean, Jet Howard play wasn't positive. Javon Carter's been looking good recently, right? Not tonight, but he's been looking good. I think that was a solid pickup, a big change. Changing the number two out with to Tyus to Javon. So I mean, I don't know. There's just I think those are the changes that you need to be bringing guys like that, more little vets like that are going to come in off the bench, be a voice because he has been a voice in the locker room, being here for the couple weeks that he has been. He's been very vocal, and I think the Magic need that as a young team. You need a leader, you need someone to talk to, especially if you're not getting that from your coach anymore. So I think we need another voice like that in the locker room. Blazer says, "I'm glad I didn't watch this game. I'm avoiding stress by not watching Magic games." Look, if you guys have the opportunity to indulge in that, I'm just saying, it's more enjoyable at the current time. All right, I hate saying it. Like I said, I took a couple games off, just kind of box scored watch, and life was good for a little bit. I wasn't stressing about the Magic. I had the expectation that we were going to lose, and then we started winning. So you know what? Maybe I got to start going back to that expectation that the Magic are going to lose every game, and then when they win, it's that reverse jinx. I reverse jinx. They work. They work. Um, yeah. You know what? Let's go over to the box score, you guys. Let's look at this horrendous thing and kind of see as far as what we were working with tonight, right? Yeah, let's see. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. You guys see that? Perfect. Perfect. So again, Magic fall to Detroit, the number one seed in the East, which we'll check out the standings here after we box score watch. 106-92 in Orlando on a Sunday. Magic hate Sundays. Uh, let's take a look. The two players for Detroit tonight were, of course, Cade. Cade popped off, which I did tweet out that I feel like Cade Cunningham is a guy that will go like 7 of 38, and no one says anything. Now, mind you, I like Cade Cunningham. He's a great player. He's definitely put Detroit back on the map. Phenomenal player. But I don't hear a lot of criticism of him. But, to each their own. Tobias cooked us. You love it when Tobias Harris has an all-timer against us, dropped 23 points. He loves Orlando, that's for sure. 7 boards. Yeah. And of course, Duran was just grabbing boards out there. Magic continued to struggle grabbing rebounds. On to the Magic side, TDS had 19 points tonight, which he looked good. TDS looked good. I feel like he was the only guy out there that could actually hit a shot and get something going. Didn't end well with the plus minus. Ugh, look at all those negatives on the plus minus side. Paulo, of course, he 11 boards. He's been grabbing rebounds. I feel like the only guy that has been grabbing rebounds out there has been P5. Turnovers 9, absolutely horrible. Flirting with the triple double with the TOs and ended with 24 points. But I don't know, man. You can't have 9 turnovers. You can't play in 38 minutes, 9 turnovers. That's just not a great look. Wendell, 32 minutes of nothing. Just hasn't been productive since the last couple weeks of October. You need more from the center position because I feel like we're playing 4-on-5 out there with Wendell. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened with him. What's taken place? Desmond dropped 17. Again, there was like an 8-minute stretch there. He played 38 minutes tonight. An 8-minute stretch. It felt like where he didn't get the ball once. And you can't have that. That's not what you traded 4 picks for and 2 players for, to not get touches. He shot he only shot 3 threes. That's unacceptable. I want 8 every night from Desmond. 8 of them. Jalen, not a great game. 4 of 17, shot 23% from the field. Felt like he was chucking too much from the 3-point line. Hit 4 out of 13, ended with 14 points. You just need more production offensively, man. The shot wasn't falling. And I feel like this is the game. Didn't AB have one of his career nights against, was it Detroit? I feel like it was Detroit. So who knows? Maybe we were just missing AB tonight. But yeah, wasn't pretty there to finish out the game. And of course, Mo Wagner brought some production off the bench, which Mo's getting back into shape. He's still not 100%. You can tell. But he's kind of getting there. He's drawing charges. He's getting points. He's able to score points in a short amount of time that he does play. We're just missing something, man. We're just missing something. Let's go over and look at the standings real quick. I want to check out and see where the Magic are. So, of course, Detroit is now 45-14, the number 1 seed. Magic are in currently a play-in spot at the 7th seed. They are 31-28. Still over 500, but who knows? I mean, we may end up 500 again this year. With our conference, we're 500, so struggling, not playing too great against East teams. At home, we're 17-11. On the road, 13-15. Yeah, don't want to be in this group right here with Miami, Atlanta, and Charlotte. Charlotte's coming, man. They're on their way to being a problem. They got 3 guys on their team. Con Knipple is a baller. That's a scary team to play in the play-in. So you wanna get up to that 6th seed, which Philly, they're about a, what is that, game and a half if I math correctly. You want to grab that 6th seed, and then we'll play the Knicks, which ought to be a fun series. Knicks versus Magic in the playoffs. Well, hopefully we can get there. So yeah, let's go back. I want to talk to you guys a little bit more with the chat, and then we'll go ahead and get out of here. And then, yeah, just wait for the next Magic win. Oh yeah, we play the Wizards. We play the Wizards on Tuesday, right? Tuesday, yeah, Tuesday, March 3rd. So in Orlando again. Who knows? Blazer says Trey Johnson might score 40 versus the Magic in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, I'm a big Trey Johnson supporter. That kid's gonna be special. Flamethrower right there. Yeah, we got blown out by the Wizards. Was it last time we played or the previous time before that? They destroyed us one game. So we need to. That's a game we have to win. You can't lose. You should not lose any game the rest of the year. But that's a game you absolutely have to win if you want to avoid play-in. You guys are going in on Suggs right now. You guys are going. Yeah. Jalen took too many threes tonight. The uni. Here we go. Here's some positivity. Even in a Magic loss, the Magic unis still look nice, says Yeet. They do. They do look nice. I still think we have one of the best set of jerseys and uniforms in the league. Pinstripes, baby. Has that changed for you guys throughout the season? Like, did you have a jersey when the reveal happened that you absolutely loved? Maybe you don't love as much anymore, or maybe one took the number 1 spot for you. So my favorite, of course, was the black jersey. That was my favorite jersey. The white the white's there, man. I'm really in between the two. I love the white jerseys. I really do. I think they're super clean. Now, of course, my favorite jerseys, whichever one the Magic can win in. So We had I don't know if you guys remember the stint there whenever we played in the old association jerseys, the white jerseys. I just feel like we never won a game in them. But hopefully we get some different energy with these white jerseys. But yeah, you're right. Magic unis are still lovely. That's a positive. That's a positive. Stell says you got to give Detroit a ton of credit. You got to give Detroit a ton of credit. You guys are going to hear it in the post-game conference tonight. They played hard. You know, they came out, they shot shots. Ball went in the hoop. They scored points. They dribbled the ball. You got to give them credit. Yeah, yeah. It's like there's a parrot in the room. It's just an echo. Is that what Moses said in the post game conference? Got to give him a ton of credit because you all are saying that. Is that what he's talking about? Oh, this is getting tired. You guys are funny, man. You guys are funny. Well, look again. I appreciate all of you being here. Not a great Magic night tonight. Two back-to-back games where you expected a little bit different. Last game hurt for sure. Um, Yeet says Isaac is the heart and soul of this year. He exemplifies the Magic way. Get injured, stick around, get a paycheck. Yeah. That's the one thing that sucks the most is I feel like that injury bug is never gonna go away. That's my fear. Is that you always hear, oh, this Magic starting unit only played 14 games together, only played 72 minutes together. That's just a trend now, you guys. I think that's just the way of life. Anyways, I again appreciate you guys. I think we're gonna head off for the night. Thank you guys so much for stopping by to the post game live. Magic played Tuesday against the Wizards. Thank you guys for the love. Thank you guys for the support. Y'all have yourselves a great night. Peace.